on this downsizing journey as we are working towards going tiny. So we're going to try to go from about a 1,300 square foot house with a shed out back to a 400 square foot tiny home that also has a shed. That's our plan and our goal. And I'm an art teacher and an artist and a collector of vintage things. I love antiques. So you can imagine that I have a big job to do. I've also managed and owned quite a number of short-term vacation rentals, so I have a lot of like sheet sets and comforters and extra dishes and all of these things that I've collected over the years to put into various places, and we're getting rid of almost all of it in an effort to truly simplify our life, be able to travel and just enjoy our time a lot more. So now I'm having to say goodbye and thank the items that have brought me so much joy and let them go on to make other people happy, be somebody else's dream. And I'm really okay with that. But when it came to the actual room by room, which is what I have started, it was like, where do you begin? Do you start with the clothes? That's my least favorite. Those are the hardest to go through. What do I go through? My bookcases? Is it the kitchen cabinets? Where should I start? And so of course I'm naturally going to go to YouTube and watch all of these decluttering videos because I am an organized, my clutter's organized. I know they all say that, but truly, what would be the most efficient way to go about it? And so I didn't get a good answer. They just said start anywhere and try to keep it to one room, which was fair. But I decided to start where it hurts the least. And for me, that was paperwork. So I got all of our files, all of the folders, all the little slips of things that I had stuffed here and there, the little pile of papers by the computer, just everything I could find. And that's like even the old stuff. And I went through every bit of it. And that was easy and instantly rewarding. So I highly recommend it as a starting point because you can tell immediately you don't need the old insurance papers from a company that you switched away from. That's irrelevant now. Throw it away. You may have closed a bank account. You don't need that information anymore, those statements, if it doesn't pertain to anything for your taxes. You don't need to keep taxes for so many years, or maybe you can just keep them digitally in case you need to print out some of those more recent years' tax returns, all of that kind of thing. So I was able to narrow it down to one, I think it's a Sterilite or Rubbermaid file box that has a lid and a handle that locks down. Everything fit in there. Everything. I have the last 10 years of tax returns. I have a folder for very important papers like birth certificates, marriage license, that kind of thing. Let's see, what else did I have? Oh, I've got a file for the vehicles with those title and insurance papers in that. And I have a file for expenses, receipts that I'm going to be filing on this year's income tax returns. And anything else? Nothing comes to mind. Like, I really took it down to the bare bones, and it felt so great. And I had this massive pile of papers that I was able to get rid of at the end of it, and then I just had everything in this nice tidy little tub, and it just felt so great, and it was painless. And I knew that the rest of this journey was not going to be that easy, but it was a good start. So if you're looking around for somewhere to kind of trim down just a little bit, something you could do in an evening or afternoon, and not have it hurt to say goodbye to something pretty and that you loved, I recommend starting with the paperwork. I think that's an easy place to start, and it will give you that confidence and incentive to keep going. So, hope that helps, and happy decluttering.